Welcome to the Flicks, Picks, and the Nitpicks, and I am your host, Nove718, and let's go watch this trailer called The High Note. Trailer 1, I have not seen, heard, or I know nothing about this. We're just going to check this one out together and see you on the other side. Oh, that's the one movie with my baby.
Where are we? Detroit. I can't hear you, Maggie. Detroit. I can't hear you, Detroit!
I grew up around music. It's my whole world.
Tracy
If you
Rose.
told 12-year-old
That's my
me that
baby.
one day I'd be working for Grace Davis, she's an icon.
This woman doesn't even know your last name.
She does, sometimes.
Stop. I'm not going to tell you guys you're great if you're not great. Do it again.
Damn, the girls still give me goosebumps.
Well, Grace, have you thought any more about the Vegas residency?
Actually, I think it's time I record a new album.
I mean, that's one plan.
What am I supposed to
Damn,
say
she
to
looks
her?
good.
I'm just a personal assistant, but I'd love to produce your music.
Let me do my job, and you do yours, which is get her coffee, Kleenex, Kotex, and whatever else the hell we've been paying you to do for the last 6 months.
I've been here for 3 years.
You get paid? I thought you were an intern.
My life is a joke! Ugh!
It's really bleak out there for middle-aged singers. In the history of music, only 5 women over 40 have ever had a #1 hit, and only one of them was black.
I've been feeling...
I know everyone is happy with me doing the same show every night. What if there's something more?
Grace, I didn't want to tell you or Jack, but I did a cut of your song.
Hey, I can hear y'all. Y'all know it's a damn microphone in there, right?
I wonder if she actually sings it.
All we got to do is play it safe and stack some money.
I will decide what I do next.
Is the food coming, sir?
We've been over
Baby
this.
look
We
good.
are not a drive-through.
Well, it should be. It could be.
Oh my God, is that Grace Davis?
No.
The world premiere is in your home on demand May 29th. Go to
That's cute.
watchthehighnote.com for more.
That's cute. I will go check it out. Plus, I mean, I like Tracy. Tracy's my baby. That's my baby. She fly as hell, man. That's my baby. But anyways, yeah. I'm like what I seen. I saw on the thumbnail, so I said, let me go take this trailer real quick and watch it with you guys to see what it's about, because I don't want to always just focus on just comic book movies, but I like what I see so far. Let's check it out again. And go.
Where are we? Detroit. I can't hear you, Maggie. Detroit. I can't hear you, Detroit!
I grew up around music. It's my whole world. If you told 12-year-old me that one day I'd be working for Grace Davis, she's an icon.
This woman doesn't even know your last name.
She does,
Grace
sometimes.
Davis. That is some like generic
I'm not going to tell you guys you're great
black
if you're not
strong
great. Do it
name.
again.
Damn, the girls still give me goosebumps.
Well, Grace, have you thought any more about the Vegas residency?
Actually, I think it's time I record a new album.
I mean, that's one
That's
plan.
one plan. I swear I seen her with that outfit.
What am I supposed to say
Maybe
to
she
her? I'm
was
just a personal
filming
assistant,
the
but I'd love to produce your
movie when I
music.
Let me
seen
do
her
my
out.
job, and you do yours, which is get her coffee, Kleenex, Kotex, and whatever else the hell we've been paying you to do for the last 6 months.
I've been here for 3 years.
You get paid? I thought you were an intern.
My life is a joke! Ugh!
It's really bleak out there for middle-aged singers. In the history of music, only 5 women over 40 have ever had a #1 hit, and only one of them was black.
I've been feeling...
I know everyone is happy with me doing the same show every night. What if there's something more?
Grace, I didn't want to tell you or Jack, but I did a cut of your song.
Hey, I can hear y'all. Y'all know it's a damn microphone in there, right?
I like this. It looks like one of those movies that I could get with. Okay.
All we got to do is play it safe and stack some money.
I will decide what I do next.
Is the food coming, sir?
We've been over this. We are not a drive-through.
Well, it should be. It could be.
Oh my God, is that Grace Davis?
No.
The world premieres in your
I'm
home
with it,
on
man.
demand May
I
29th.
like
Go to
Mama. I think she got a great
watchthehigh-note.com.
personality, and it'd be something worth seeing when it comes to Tracy Ellis Ross. But it looks like a cool little movie, that doesn't have to be over the top, big budgeted, just a nice little small film. And I think that I think is a space even for those. So I definitely will give it make sure I check it out. It's just that it's never on the radar like the big tentpole joints, but I'm going to keep it in mind because I do want to check that out. But in any event, let me know what you guys think about this trailer. Did you like it? Because like I said, I like the idea. It's an interesting concept to go with the middle-aged singer, and there is something to be said about it. So I hope they really touch into the behind the scenes of it, especially trying to be there's no way for old artists to be new and fresh. There's very few artists that was able to do that. Like 2 Chainz was able to do that. He was Titty Boy, then he popped back up as 2 Chainz. You had John Travolta had a second when the Matthew McConaughey, the McConaissance. He came from the 90s and had another breath of fresh air in the late 2000s. It's very seldom that it happens. You know, that you can have you can reinvent yourself. LL has been able to do that several times over. You know, he just never had real big down gaps when he was doing it all the way through his run until like the very last 2 albums maybe. Did he have like big gaps, and the sales started to you started to see the difference between as the audience changed and grown between his gaps and doing so much TV, especially at that time, the way the shift in hip-hop was going. But he's always known to make a hit. And it's good to see them actually touch on a topic such like this. And they can actually do a lot of real interesting debates, conversations, even play devil's advocate, whether for or against it, so you can understand the dilemma in which it is to try to re-push an artist at that age in this climate when it's already the energy of the audience is different. It's not like your 60s audience or your 50s audience where they want to hear experience, take the stage and grab the mic. They want to, when they hear about love, they want to hear an adult talk about it as opposed to a child. They want to hear some sort of wisdom behind the voice. There's not too much of that going on right now, especially for this day's audience. Remember, they want young ones. It's even the adults want to hear music from the young ones. I've actually heard that adults say, well, I don't want to hear no 30-year-old rapper saying this, that, and the third, which I kind of understood to a degree. But you're in your mid-30s, bro. So you're saying you want to listen to teenage rappers? What could they really say to you outside of partying? You know, it's something kind of weird with that dynamic. I mean, as hip-hop grows, so should the artist. But the interesting thing is this is R&B, and R&B was founded on the voice first. You know, there was no way to sell an image really in it. It was the voice, it was the vocals that always brought you in, and your cadence over it, and that propelled you forward. It wasn't until it's funny, Diana Ross was the first one that they actually started playing up the attractiveness of the singer and putting them up in the front, and it started to become more about the look of the person in front. And when they got a zest of it, then we could also sell products through them. Then it was like you also need them to be all in one, a model and everything else all in one, because then now you maximize your investment. So no longer you're gonna have people like Kelly Price before she lost all the weight, singing background vocals and having other people voice it in the video because she can't sell the voice. You know, because now we're looking for that kind of image, because we want the total package, because now you can't compete against someone that at that time is a total package. And I mean, there's a dilemma and there's a tug of war between those ideologies, and I think it could be very well expressed in this film. So you could find, no one says even find a medium. You could actually play both devil's advocate, if you will, and you have a good person to do it through. Ice Cube as an intermediate, as a person that's probably like, I know her, but I'm more reluctant to change her or have her just go out to pastor down in Vegas for residency. And she wants to do something new and still compete in the arena of music. And he'd have to ride the balance, and he would be basically the conscience to the exec that is just like, yo, F it, like, what could we do? Not just send her out, we can have someone else come in, or we can have someone sell her image, now have her singing backgrounds for someone else and writing their stuff. Like talk about that. There could be a very dynamic an interesting story right there that is there for the taking, well packaged within the veneer of a comedy. And I think that we haven't seen anything the likes of that in quite some time, especially if you want to talk about the industrialization and the economics behind music and the music industry. But maybe I'm thinking too deep into it, but I really do believe that it's something that can be expressed in a well-oiled film. Well, let me know what you like to see or get excited for this film. Let me know in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe. See you next time, and as always, have a better outro. Cheers.
That's one plan.
What am I supposed to say to her? I'm just a personal assistant, but I'd love to produce your music.
Let me do my job, and you do yours, which is get her coffee, Kleenex, Kotex, and whatever else the hell we've been paying you to do for the last 6 months.
I've been here for 3 years.
You hear that? It's the sound of us finally getting there. Zack Snyder's Justice League just got announced on Vero by Zack Snyder himself. It's coming, and again, man, we are finally here. And for all those that are anti-Zack Snyder fans or anti Zack Snyder or release the Snyder cut, that's cool, baby. That's cool. You ain't gotta come to our party, man. You ain't gotta come to our party. But let us party, man. Let us party. Let us have fun, because we're finally gonna get to see a movie. And guess what? You don't have to do. You don't have to go see it if you don't want to. But I'm sure you will. Come on, man. One more movie, and hopefully, and finally, the vision that we wanted to get. Congrats.